Hello, everybody. It's time for another Monday movie review. This one is going to be about an adaptation of a manga. The manga in question is Uzumaki from Junji Ito. And I have to say, the adaptation uh, is really good. Um, I should say it's the adaptation from 2000, not the adaptation that's coming in 2023 at some point. This is the live action adaptation of Uzumaki. Uh, and I gotta say, overall, it does a good job of um, adapting what it chose to adapt because it didn't adapt the entire thing of Uzumaki. It adapted parts of it. Uh, and honestly, there's some goofy shit in this, but I think that's just from my perspective, maybe, that it's goofy. Maybe at the time it would have been scarier, but we're currently in 2023, so what was scary back then is not necessarily scary now. Also, you know, the language barrier, and because we watched it with subtitles, uh, which I would not want to necessarily watch the dub because the dub is usually for live action movies or live action anime adaptations are kind of eh, especially if you're watching The Full Alchemist and you had to listen to fucking Vic Mignogna talk. I don't know if they changed him out for in the two other movies, which I'll get to all three of those eventually. But yeah, it's it honestly was not bad. Like comparing it to other live action adaptations I've watched, uh, it's it's in the same category of like good adaptation as um like the Death Note Japanese movies. Um, but like the bad side of it is the Bleach and Full Alchemist and all the other live action adaptation of manga and anime that are like kind of heavily rely on CG, which there wasn't any CG in this. I don't think. I think it was done mostly practical. If there was any CG, I couldn't really tell. Um, like one of the goofier parts is when like this one dude, his eyes go all kind of crazy and spin in a spiral, and it's kind of that just looks goofy shit to me. And again, I think to a modern audience, it was kind of like goofy looking. Um, what other stuff to talk about? Um, yeah, just nothing really. It's a genuinely solid anime or live action adaptation of a manga by Junji Ito, which is weird because there have been a fuck ton of adaptations of Junji Ito's work. Like there are three fucking Tomy movies, which is just like okay. Anyway, so if you like Junji Ito, you might want to watch this. Um, that's about all I can really say as a recommendation or not. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And if you wanted to, you could become a patron on my fucking Patreon, and you could force me to talk about a subject, but I reserve the right to say no to topics. Uh, and you could possibly force me to watch a fucking shitty adaptation of a fucking manga or anime. Anyway, peace out.